I guess like most VW collectors, it started off with your first Beetle. It was a beautiful car, our first car, and you always have fond memories of your first car, and eventually sort of came back. What I'm attracted to are unique milestones in the Volkswagen models. So you can see the evolution of Volkswagen over that period of time. Well, this is a 1952 model. It was designed by Porsche, of course, an engineer, and he was also influenced, I think, by the Art Deco period of that mid-30s that appeals to me as my art director background. Now, the dashboard is straight out of 1938 in terms of its design. The only difference is, of course, is these pretty flash little porcelain rosebud vases. But curiously, the clock, it's a wind-up clock. Now, the big radical change from here to 1953 was, of course, the oval window. And, of course, the metallics. Beautiful, actually, beautiful range of metallic colours at the time. The Cabrio, 1954. They're a very, very sought-after vehicle then and now. Believe it or not, this used to be a wild pig shooting vehicle. It was found in the central west of New South Wales by a VW enthusiast. Now imagine that's a pretty weird kind of configuration. Here's this beautiful convertible shooting off through the scrub after wild pigs. Crazy. Well, what I like about this particular model is that it's very rare. I understand there's only about 14 of them in the world. It's a favourite with women. Women love it, and I can understand why. Porsche realised once 1939 hit that the idea of building a mass-produced civilian car was definitely not a goer. He then converted the design, the Beetle design, into a military scout car, into the ubiquitous Kübelwagen. Some of the mechanical adaptations from the civilian to here was raising the ground clearance via reduction hubs. Now, curiously, the evolution continued after the war into the iconic Combi. This is the classic Combi. It's a 57 microbus, and it's original condition, and it's been around Australia twice, but it's now an icon for many generations, and still is, and they're quite expensive. This is a 1944 Schwimmwagen, and it's extremely rare in the Volkswagen world. And from a Volkswagen collector's point of view, this is really the one to have, the very rarest of the rare. 15,000 were made, but they were made specifically for the Russian front, which is why very few of them survive today. Even after the war, they were used for all sorts of civilian things, even duck shooters, even towing gliders. The post office, getting all the parts for it was a nightmare, utter nightmare. But they're all restored to original wartime specs with all the attachments and factory accessories, as are the Beetles, so that they represent ex-factory condition as you bought them. They've all got their own little personalities. So that's what I find attractive about them. They just kind of found me, I didn't seek them out.